Hey everybody, it's Michelle with Michelle's Frugal Living, and thanks for watching my videos. Welcome to my new subscribers. And I want to talk about Rite Aid, and I'm going to talk about everything, all this other stuff first before I talk about the cosmetics I bought with the extravaganza. So first let's talk about these coupons right here. Okay, I had gone out yesterday and got some. The cashiers are telling me they're printing again today. I did not get any today. Anyways, so maybe you did. But I want to tell you about how these things work, because they do not work like you're going to expect it to work. What I found in the first transaction I did was right here, was over $40 before coupons. I gave him this 4 off of 20, not this one, the other one. And what happened is, well, number one, let me talk about this command thing, because it threw my transaction off. On a gold card, it rings up for 79 cents. On a silver card, it would ring up for 89 cents. And the coupon is 99 cents. So it screwed up my transaction by 20 cents. So I ended up giving them too much up rewards. And then what happened was it said, you can't do that. Or I don't know at what point it decided this was wrong. It didn't boot this coupon off. What it did was the Rite Aid coupons I had on these CoverGirl eyeshadows zeroed out. They went to $0. Okay? It's just what happened. So it's all screwed up. The assistant manager comes over. I'm having to deal with this. I ended up paying with upper rewards. She voided this off, but I asked her to void off the upper rewards and then try this again, but it wouldn't void off the upper rewards that had already been scanned. So anyhow, but when she voided this off, it put these back, the coupons for these back to $1. Okay, so I went ahead and paid. She ended up giving me $4 and took my coupon. All right, so when I went to the second store and did this transaction here, I did the same thing. I gave him this first, and then I gave him all the coupons, and I gave my upper rewards. And we had calculated out, because I knew I had problems over here. I was like, I calculated, I subtracted the tax off. I said we were in agreement that it was $10 that I could give him an upper reward. And as soon as he scanned that last upper reward, okay, and it was $10, my total was $10.32. It took every one of the Rite Aid coupons I had on all these cosmetics and zeroed them out. And my total went up, okay? So I knew I hadn't given too much upper rewards, so what I did was I asked her to void off the 4 off of 20 coupon. And she did, and then everything straightened out, and it said I owed $4.32 or whatever again, plus tax. And then I said, well, scan that again. So she scanned the $4 coupon again, and it took it. Okay, and then I just owed the little bit in tax. So the moral of the story is if you're using one of those coupons, you need to calculate your total out if you're paying with some upper rewards, and give them that coupon last. But, you know, that one's 4 off of 20. Make sure that you have $4 left that you can scan that coupon, okay? So that's what I can tell you about that. Okay, we talked about the command. I did Visine one time today. There is a Catalina deal running. If you buy one, you get $1. If you buy two, you get $2. And if you buy three, you get $3, okay? I bought one. I got $1 back, plus the $2 up reward. And that rang up $4.23 on a gold card, minus the $2 manufacturer coupon I had. The in-ad coupon is a manufacturer coupon because it does not start with RC48 or RC49 like all Rite Aid coupons do. Therefore, it is a manufacturer coupon and should not be stacked with another coupon, okay? That's all I got to say about that. So anyhow, out of pocket I paid $2.23, and then I got $2 up reward and $1 Catalina back, so it was a little bit of a moneymaker. The wet ones are buy one, get one free this week. There's a 75-cent printable coupon, and the deal that they are running is spend 15, get back 5. It is the same deal as the Playtex, the Edge, and the Schick razors. I didn't know that until I bought these and got my upper reward right there. So they're not free, but I use them all the time, and that's the best price that I can always find on them. Okay, so that was all of that. Let me talk about the extravaganza now. this card back here, I just did these 4 on this one. I had previously purchased some, but I had looked at the ads early. This is why you should go and look at the ads early whenever they're available to see what kind of deals are coming up, because I saw that the CoverGirl was going to double dip, and sure enough it did. You buy 2, you get $2 back. It's a limit of 1. So I saved some of the coupons so I could buy them this week and get the double dip. And then I got the eye extravaganza. So that finished off that. The Rite Aid coupons on the CoverGirl eyeshadow are no longer available to print. I had those from previous. Okay. Then I had someone ask me to get some mascara for her if I got a deal on it. So I told her how much these would cost, and she agreed to that. They did not come out free with the eye extravaganza. Okay, but anyways, these are $8.99, and the other one's half price. I only had 2 Rite Aid dollar coupons for these. Otherwise, I used the 3 off of 2. I had a $2 coupon, and I also used $1 off of 1. Anyways, I did get the $2 from the double dip on this card, and that finished off the eye extravaganza. Oh, not these 4 alone. I had bought some Rimmel when it was 40% off last week. That was another one of these cases where it was like, I knew I was going to be buying these at some point. Well, this week I needed to buy 2 of them at least to get the double dip. But I had looked at the ads early. I went and priced them in the store. I looked at what coupons I had and got it all together. So I knew how much I needed to buy on the Rimmel with the Rite Aid coupons. I think it was Rimmel I bought last week at 40% off, or whenever I did that. Okay, so I did that. I bought all of this on the same card because then I was like, I had some extra on the eye extravaganza, and I was like, do I have coupons for other things so I could do the eye extravaganza a second time on this card, since I had some carryover from the other, you know, $30 and plus. And the Wet n Wild is double dipping, and I saw that it was going to double dip this week as well, and it did on the $1.99 and above items. So not the 99-cent items. The 99-cent items are 69 cents and do not count in the weekly deal. Spend 10 and get back 2. Okay, so, or is it 3? 3. Get back 3. Right there it is. So what I decided to do, I had the coupons printed from Rite Aid's Facebook page, the eye extravaganza stuff. I did not have the manufacturer coupons, so this obviously would be a better deal if you had that. But they're 40% off this week, and with the $1 off coupon, it made it was a break-even kind of a scenario with the 40% off and the $1 off coupons, Rite Aid coupons. Then it also double dipped with the eye extravaganza, which turned it into a little bit of a moneymaker. So these are $1.99, and then 40% off made them $1.19. This one was $2.99. I had to go with a combo that would get me there. I thought that both of these were $3.99, which would ring up like $2.79 with 40% off or something like that. But what happened was this one was, but this one was regularly $1.99. So it rang up for $1.19. Screwed me up on my totals, and so I bought another one. And that got me over the $10. Okay, and then I had the coupons. Yeah, and then I got, so that's why this one's on a separate transaction. I got that back. But, so that was just $10 worth, plus the few dollars I had carried over from that. I needed to buy something else. The Revlon cosmetics are 40% off this week. There ain't no double dip going on, they're just 40% off. I had the $1 manufacturer coupon on the Revlon, plus the $1 Rite Aid coupon, which I think that one is still available because I just printed them the other day, a few days ago. So that was $2 off of these. 40% off, these rang up for $2.99. So that was 99 cents out of pocket for each of them, and I needed to buy 6 of them. So here's the other 2. They only had 5 at the one store. I bought 4, and then I went to another store and bought the other 2. So then that's when I ended up with my other eye extravaganza upper award from buying these. This is the least expensive Revlon item that there is, that I could find anyhow. All right, that's all I got. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.